Hey everybody, welcome to Jeep and Explorin. I am Tim, and today I want to talk to you about roof racks for the Jeep JLU. The last few years we've been rolling with one that we had got off of Amazon that was more like a luggage rack, and it done the trick and everything for what we got it for. But we've been wanting something a little bit beefier and everything to, and that's not going to break the bank, and that would hold a little bit more weight. We looked at Rough Country, and they had a brand new one that came out, and it's a little more low profile for like what we've been wanting and everything, and you don't have to drill through the roof, and it does not break the bank. So we reached out to them, they sent us one, and I want to talk to you a little bit about it because once I got it installed and everything, I got a few tips and tricks for you, and we will talk about it. So stay tuned for that. Alright, so you can see here, this is a nice low profile rack here. Lights are not included, I put those on. Stay tuned for a future video because we're going to be doing something different with these. And Rough Country actually has some camp lights coming down the pipeline that's made for this rack. And when those come out, we'll be getting those and bringing those to you, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, as you can see, like I said, this does have the T-track built into it. It does have 4 rails that goes support rails down the middle that has T-track built into those, so you can mount your awnings up here, your awning brackets. You can mount shower awnings or anything you want here on the side, and then it comes with these nice beefy brackets here that disperse the weight onto the curve, which is the strongest point of the hardtops here, so all your weight is not going onto your drip rails like most of your luggage racks and everything else. It does hold on right here to keep it from sliding and everything, but it is made with the design to disperse the weight onto the side. Now this does have a 600-pound static weight and a 300-pound dynamic rate, which if you don't know what dynamic is, it's basically the force of the wind driving down the highway. But the most important thing is the static. With 600 pounds, it does advertise that allows you to run a rooftop tent. That may vary. It may depend on the weight of your tent and everything else. Now, we're going to be trying that out. We recently bought a tent that we're going to be bringing that video to you soon. It is a 160-pound tent. So with being a big boy like myself and then adding my wife to it, we're going to be pushing that. So if you want to see how that works out, stay tuned. It's either going to work out great and hold us, or I'm going to be investing in a new rooftop or a new hardtop. So we'll see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it though. Anyways, if you run this on a 4-door, it does allow you enough room to still pull off your Freedom panels. We've had these off. It's not a whole lot of room, but it's enough to get it done. If you run this on a 2-door, probably going to kiss these goodbye because this is going to have to mount on this. So unless you pull this on and off, you're not going to run your Freedom panels. So just a warning if you have a 2-door on that. But yeah, that's I've got a couple things I want to say about the installation. One thing that I recommend is going on their website to get your instructions to put it together off of that. I did not do that. The instructions they shipped were black and white. It was very hard to read, and there might have been some cuss words said. I do recommend before you put the front and the back on that you need to slide the center rails in on each side and then cap it from this, because it will want to try to keep it square. It is a pain in the butt. I do recommend 2 people putting this thing together. I tried to put it together myself. I got it done, but again, that was the problem with a lot of cussing that was involved. So I did not bring you that video. I just wanted to talk to you about it. Now, the front and the rear brackets are 2 different sizes. The ones on the front are a little bit thicker than the ones on the back. So when you put it together, make sure that you're putting your thicker ones on front. Other than that, it's pretty self-explanatory. You got the Rough Country logo on your corners right here, so make sure you get them not upside down, or else you'll be taking it back apart, and that won't be fun either. So yeah, this is it, and they've got a lot of new accessories that's going to be coming out for this soon. We're looking forward to that. And yeah, if you got any questions, just drop us a comment. Stay tuned for future videos. You'll see when we get a tent and an awning on this thing and try it out and see how it holds up. So stick around for that in a future video, as we said. And if you got any questions on this, again, drop us a comment, and we will leave a link in the description below where you can go on there and get one of these if you want one. So in the meantime, as always, keep exploring. We'll see you guys next trip. Thanks.